I'm still working on them fixing this rim. Oh gosh. Hello? Hello?
Is this baby DollFace? Hey, this is Jim with US Express Breakdown. Hey, I was just calling you back to let you know that they are going to be coming out to cut that off, and they said they should be out there in 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay. Cool,
Okay.
thank you.
Just let the guy know that he can just hang out for a minute or two.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hold up. I'm alright. I'm just sleepy and tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. So, it's just been a whole bunch of craziness. But I'm getting it together. I'm gonna do a video about this later on, but I did make it to Cancun. I qualified for the Cancun trip. That's good news, right? I didn't qualify for the whole entire, like with the airfare included. I still need one more person for the airfare, but I qualify for, what's up, Mocha? And everybody else that said hi. I did qualify for the trip, so I got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm still in Dallas. I need to be at home. So I gotta go get my passport. I'm looking for a place to stay because I'm moving, so I gotta find a place, because by the time I come back home, we'll be moving. And I'm here with this tire. They gotta cut the rim off because the rim is bent to the point where they can't rebend it, I guess, because it's like the indentation is like right in here. So if it's curved like that, it's bent in the curve. So yeah. Thank you, Harris. I posted something on TikTok, and I got a whole bunch of responses from it. That's interesting. People like bad stuff, right? They like the negative. But if it's gonna get, I mean, this is not that negative. I'm so tired, y'all. Y'all know when I get tired, I start talking about gibberish. I'm doing anything that I can to get my name and
man, that was wild. He wilding up.
let's make some money.
I was drinking everything. I was toast.
What do you mean, let's make some money? Oh, he didn't send that to me. Okay. So sleepy. I'm doing too much. All I can think about is, now my battery's gonna die on the fucking phone. Here we go. All I can think about is how I gotta be at home. Damn it. And I'm still in Dallas, and I gotta find parking, and I still have to deliver, so I still have to deliver. It's a live unload. Afterwards, I gotta find parking. I have an hour and 55 minutes left on my clock. They've been a bitch with personal conveyance. close at 11. There's a lot going on my mind right now. Thank you, Princess. Thank you, Harris. I haven't recorded on my Samsung in a long time. So, the plan is this. Deliver the load. Find parking. Go home. And they pulled over a truck. The police is wilding out here. Go home. Work on getting my passport. Go look for apartments. Come out for home time. I gotta go to Georgia so I can check on my truck, and then I might be moving into a Kenworth, and then I'm gonna be driving, and then I gotta go back to Georgia, and yeah. And we do have a yard in Dallas. It's in Irving. Thank you, Nakia. Nude shiny nylon legs, my beautiful hard working woman. That was weird. Thanks for the super chat. So then after I leave from Georgia, Tunnel Hill on for them to check the truck, I gotta go back to Tunnel Hill on July 15th because I'm supposed to be doing an interview with the president. Last time I kind of did an interview with him a little bit, but he wanted to do mine last because I wanted to record it and film it, and so many drivers wanted to talk to him. We didn't have time to get through it. There was so much going on that weekend. So I kind of did like a little short one-on-one with him, but I didn't really get to get everything out that I wanted to. So, I got any moderators in here? So I'm gonna do that on July 15th. You want me to show you my legs? You need to cash at me, DollFace Trucker. $200. I will show you a thigh. $200 more to show you both of the thighs. And $600 to show you my whole leg from upper thigh to the bottom of my ankle. You want to see feet? That's another $500. So if you want to see that, you can cash at me at $ DollFace Trucker. Okay? Okay. Thank you. It's no disrespect, I'm just saying. You gotta pay to play. So if you want to see something, you gotta pay something. Just saying. No, neither Loves or TA. Right now I got Snyder Fleet Services out here, and then they're calling somebody else for cut the stuff. So if I can't deliver this load tonight, shit. I gotta call safety. I forgot.
Calling the U.S. Express driver line. Please press or, for example, You can say fleet or press 1, fuel or press 2, roadside assistance or press 3. To speak with a fleet manager, select 1. For fuel, 2. Accidents or claims, 3.
No.
Breakdown, 4. Payroll or settlement sheets, 5. Safety, 6. Human resource or log, select 1. Driver tech support, 2. Physical, CDL, and safe. Please enter your driver log ID.
It's not a preventable because you go over a curve, you bust a tire.
Good evening. Hello. How can I help you?
Hi, I have a question. So, I'm with roadside road service, dealing with this tire trailer. I have an hour and 48 on my 14. I still have to deliver with a live unload, and then I still have to find parking in Dallas, which there is none really out here. What are my options?
The options are to go look for safe haven. Are you done? Are you finished with your roadside service, or?
No, they have to call somebody out to cut the wheel.
Okay. Do they have any kind of ETA?
Breakdown told me 30 to 50 minutes, and then I still have a live unload.
Forget about taking your load to the customer. That's already explained out because you don't have 2 hours left on your clock, so you cannot deliver your load to the customer. That's already gone. So once you're up and running again, seek the nearest safe haven and start taking your break.
Okay, what if I can't? What if there's no parking at the nearest safe haven?
Well, we can only hope and pray. If I were you, I'd start calling around to find out what's available and what distance.
Well, I'm very familiar with Dallas.
Yes, good.
I'm very familiar with Dallas in this area, and there's no parking over here after like 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
Where were you planning on going after delivering your load?
Well, after I was delivering my load, I was planning on going home because I had enough hours on my clock. I've been sitting here since, let me look. I've been sitting here since the driving. When did I go off duty? I went off duty at 18:38.
If you only would have gone into SB part of a sleeper berth reset, you could have stopped your 14-hour clock.
No, I didn't know that.
And then, well, there's a lot of people, they only think about doing that split reset if they're going to try to milk out a last minute to get to the customer and stuff like that. How far is home?
Houston.
Mileage.
Probably about 300 miles.
Well, that's an Ixnay PC there too. That's all we have. Is you need to go after you're done the nearest safe haven. That's the only option you have. If you run out of time, give us a call. We can give you a certain amount of miles to get to a safe haven.
Okay.
But there's Ixnay going to the customer and Ixnay going home. Home is too far, and if you go to the customer, you're going to heap the violation because you never arrive at a live unload with less than 2 hours on your clock. That is planning PC in the completion of your route. That's a DOT violation. That's a no-no. So, like I said, your best bet is try to, while you're waiting around, try calling any place that you can find in the area. See if they have spots available. If possible, reserve a spot. And then if you run out of time, give us a call back, and we'll see about getting you PC to the nearest safe haven. But it has to be under 50 miles.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and the best thing would be to contact your fleet and have them repower the load if they want it there in less than 10 hours. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
No problem. Yeah, give us a call back if you run out of time. But yeah, next time when you break down and you already know it's going to be more than 2 hours, go into sleeper berth, part of a sleeper berth reset. That way you save your 14-hour clock because that stops. But it has to be a minimum of 2 hours. 2, 3, or 7 hours. Those are the options, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Be safe out there.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Did y'all hear all of that? Because if you did, this part of the video, I'm going to let Cameron, our president, hear it, because he wants to know what safety is saying, and he wants to hear it from the driver's mouth, not from safety's mouth. So I want to play him this video so he can see what we got to go through so he could change it. That's going to be part of my meeting when I have a meeting with him on the 15th. They need to change the personal conveyance. That's bullshit. I shouldn't have to. What? I don't even want to go there. Alright, so
please remain alert for changing weather and traffic conditions.
I changed it to safety. I changed it to sleeper berth already. Atomic drop yard. I just edited my time. I'm in sleeper berth right now.
When sitting at a customer for at least 2 hours, please send a macro 14 with detail as soon as possible to your fleet manager. If your SATCOM is not working, please have your fleet manager manually enter a comment with the detail.
So now I have 2 hours and 51 minutes on my 14. Since I changed it to sleeper berth. I don't like their rule talking about 2 hours from the shipper. We have to deliver with 2 hours on our clock. If we have less than 2 hours on our clock, we can't deliver. Bullshit. This trailer is getting off of me tonight because I am going home tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. Watch what I tell you. I bet you I'm going home tomorrow. I bet you that. I bet you I'm not delivering a fucking load tomorrow. I bet you that. Watch what I tell you. I already edited the sleeper. I had 1 hour and 48 minutes on my clock. Since I edited to sleeper, now I have 2 hours and 51 minutes on my clock. It's sad that they have that rule, but I'm about to talk to Cameron so he could change that shit. That's definitely gonna happen. Cause no, I shouldn't have to shut down right now because of a blown tire, and I'm right there. International paper is right fucking. You think? Fuck no. Guess what they're gonna do? This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna cost a lot of fucking money out of their pocket. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna deliver this load, and then if I run out of time and they don't give me PC to go where I need to go, then I'm gonna tell them I need a tow. You're gonna tow me to our drop yard or to our terminal. That's what the fuck you're gonna do. And I'm gonna drop this trailer, and then I'm bobtailing home in the morning. That's what's gonna happen. Watch what I tell you. I'm not fucking playing with them. Nope. I had more than enough time on my clock. I had like 7 hours on my clock when my tire blew. I'm not going to be drastic. That's exactly what I'm going to do. The Irving terminal is, I don't know how far it is. Let me look. Let me tell you something. That's what's going to happen. Period. It's 10 miles from here. The Irving Terminal is 10 miles from here. Supposedly. 12 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this trailer at International Paper. I'm bobtailing to the terminal, and I'm going home in the morning. That's plan A. It's U.S. Express's shop. It's U.S. Express's safety, yes. I'm on the phone with Variant. Variant dispatch. See that? So Variant is going to tell me something totally different. Whatever U.S. Express says, that's on U.S. Express's side. We use their shop. We use their safety department. We use their HR. We use all the back office shit. But when it comes to driver shit, it's going to be a whole nother situation. So watch what happens. So when U.S. Express is saying, I can't deliver my load, and if I run out of time, U.S. Express says that I have to shut down and safe haven and all this shit, well, guess what? Variant is going to say, if you need to, we will tow you out of there so you can go home on time. If we need to, we will let you go to the drop yard and we'll get you a rental car home. Whatever the fucking case may be. They have ways to override what U.S. Express says. That's why I like Variant. That's why I don't like U.S. Express. So don't put Variant and U.S. Express in the same fucking sentence. I'm tired of y'all doing that stupid shit. That's why I like Variant. That's why I'm at this company. That's why I'm on hold right now waiting for them to answer. Because U.S. Express and Variant are two totally different companies. Yes, safety says this, this, and that, but Variant is going to have a walk around for that. Okay? Variant owns Variant. We don't have to do what the fuck U.S. Express tells us to do. U.S. Express don't tell us to do shit. They don't run us. Huh? I'm frustrated as shit. These motherfucking people get on my goddamn motherfucking nerves with this stupid ass bullshit. I used to work fucking U.S. Express. And now I work for Variant. And this is totally different and way better company. How do I have to prove that to y'all? Y'all see it. U.S. Express does not own Variant. U.S. Express has had only 25% stock into Variant's opening. Anyway, unless you work for Variant and you work for U.S. Express, then you can say what you can't say any shit. If you have worked for both of them and then you still have the same opinion, then you come and talk to me. But if you never worked for Variant, keep your fucking mouth shut, because you're just talking out of your fucking side of your neck. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So keep your fucking mouth shut. Okay? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Tired of people talking bullshit. I have 4 fucking kids. 4. You think that I would come off of being at home every goddamn day to come on the road and be away from my kids if it wasn't worth it? You think I just want to leave my kids like that? It was worth it. This company is way better than fucking U.S. Express. Okay, you just heard U.S. Express. I was talking to U.S. Express's breakdown. I was talking to U.S. Express's safety department. I'm on hold with Variant right now. And I'm going to tell Variant what U.S. Express said. So, U.S. Express just said that I can't deliver my load if I have less than 2 hours on my clock. Because I have to shut down with more than 2 hours on my clock, so I'll have enough time to get to a safe haven after I deliver, right? Okay, so if I take that, what they just said that I have to do, I'm going to take it to Variant and be like, look, I got less than 2 hours on my clock. I have home time tomorrow, which starts at 11 o'clock tonight, and you guys promised that we will be on home time, on time, all the time. So their options are going to be this. I can drop this trailer somewhere. Either I'm going to drop it at International Paper, or I'm going to leave here and drop it at the terminal and have another driver take it, and then I'll bobtail home tomorrow morning. Or if I have to take it to International Paper and they do a live unload, then they will tow me from International Paper to Irving to our terminal, and and I will drop the trailer and bob to home in the morning. Either way it go, I don't have to shut down tonight here or at any safe haven and deliver my load tomorrow, because Variant promises that I will be at home on time every time. I can't go home tonight. No, it wasn't meant for me to go home tonight. I told you that already. I told you we'll be home tomorrow. The way I set it up, how I set up my home time, is for me to be at home tomorrow morning. I can't go home tonight because I won't have parking. There will be nowhere for me to park this fucking truck. That's why I set it up that way. So, yes, US Express will say I have to shut down and deliver the shit tomorrow. Variants will say something totally different. Watch. You're going to hear with your own fucking ears. US Express doesn't tell us what the fuck to do. And if they tell us something that goes against what the fuck Variant says, Variant will find a workaround for it. For example, all this breakdown right now, since I've been sitting here, normally I wouldn't get paid for what? I don't even know what US Express's policy is. No, you can't go tonight without a permit. Because if you don't have a CDL and you need to do CDL school, you can't go to school without a permit. You have to have a permit in your hand or have a possession of a permit in order to learn how to drive, just like a driver's license, right? If you want to get your driving license, don't you have to have a permit to take the road test? You can't drive on the road without a permit. Same thing with a CDL. And the reason why I'm so snappy tonight, because in 5 days, my cycle is going to start and I'm PMSing. So don't fucking try me, please. Because I'm about to step on every fucking body who got something stupid to say. And I hate the fucking... Who the fuck is there tonight? I'm gonna send a message. No, I'm not. I want y'all to hear it. Who else want to talk about US Express? I'm hyped right now. Y'all got me tight right now. So who else want to talk about US Express? Let's knock all this shit out right now. Because when it comes to driver operations, US Express can't say shit. No, I'm not gonna hang up right now. The night fleet, they're short-staffed because they have to move some people around to make things better. But they are hiring people. They are in training as we speak, so shit's going to get better. I guess they have to move some people around because some people got promoted. Some people are going into different departments so they can train more ops specialists and stuff like that. It's always hold music, but usually within like 2 minutes or so they answer. But after 7 o'clock, it gets slow. I don't know about night. I heard, y'all, I saw a post on Facebook. Somebody lives in California. They got their CDL through night. And they got a letter in the mail from the DMV saying that the schooling that they went through night transportation is not, doesn't go along with the rules of, with the laws of California or some shit. So basically, they got to retest. They got to take their written test and their over the road test at the DMV because their road test and all that with night didn't work. Didn't go, wasn't legal or something. I don't know. That shit was crazy. But you know, California got these stupid ass rules. We pull US Express's trailers because they have more of them, and we have their customers And everything back office is US Express. Everything driver facing is Variant. So when it comes to our pay, that's Variant. When it comes to certain rules, that's Variant. When it comes to operations, that's Variant. When it comes to, for example, they'll probably pay me between $150 to $300 for sitting right now for this. US Express only pays $100, and that's after 24 hours. They're gonna pay me for my time sitting here. For example, when we pull all kind of freight. We pull for Uber freight, we pull for, I don't even know the names because I never heard of these names before, but we pull some of US Express's freight and then some of somebody else's freight. I don't know, it's called freight acquisition or something like, I don't know that side of it, but some of it is US Express's and some of it is somebody else's. I don't know how to explain that. But when you come out of orientation, they're gonna pay for your food that you need to eat, so to stock your refrigerator. They're gonna pay for whatever you need to get started on the road. US Express ain't gonna do that shit. If your truck breaks down and you need a hotel room, you're quick to get a hotel room, whichever hotel room you want. US Express ain't gonna do that. When I got into some trouble at home, when my kids got into trouble, they let me go home and they put me and my children in a hotel room. It was not work related. They still did it. When I was at a shipper, US Express only paid for a certain amount of detention. I felt like I deserved more. Variant paid the rest. They paid the difference. US Express pays zip code to zip code. Variant pays zip code to zip code. But if it goes too far out the norm, like over a certain many miles out of zip code, Variant will pay the rest. It comes out of Variant's pocket. We get paid more than US Express, and we have more. No, they didn't. We have, I mean, it's just, the driver part of it is way better than US Express. That's why I came over here. That's why I quit working for US Express. We're treated way better over here. We have better equipment. I like the fact that we're using US Express in some aspects, because if this was just a brand new company starting out with a new DOT number and new trailers and new loads and new freight and new customers and all of that, we wouldn't even be able to get paid what we get paid right now. Like, I guess getting a new DOT number is like harder than it's more problems getting a new DOT number versus using another company's DOT number. This is all from the meeting that we had with the president of the company. I don't know anything about that type of stuff, but one of the drivers asked, like, why we can't just get our own DOT number, why we got to have US Express's DOT number. And he was like, it would be way harder or way more problems than it would be solutions. It would be more, what's the word? The cons will outweigh the pros of getting a new DOT number versus using US Express's DOT number. We use their buying power. Like, they have buying power. So whenever we need new equipment and new anything, we use US Express's money for it. Like, if we need new trucks, we get a discount because US Express has history. If we need discount on fuel and all of that, we get that discount because US Express has history. Well, this is a smaller company. You guess how many employees we have? A little under 1,200 employees. That's a small company. It's not a mega carrier. We only been in operation for 2 years. What else you got? What else you got? Tell me what you guys got. I'll wait. I don't like mega carriers either. We are a smaller carrier that's using the benefits of a mega carrier. We have all of the benefits that come with being a mega carrier, but we're a small carrier. I drive, I can show you. We're guaranteed 2,500 miles a week. But how many I actually drive? Let me look. I think it's between 28 and 3,000 miles a week. I do a lot of, I go home every 2 weeks. US Express is not a top-notch company. What do you mean? What are you basing that on? So I sent you a video to your IG. At least you're not going through this craziness. Okay. What do you base US Express being a top-notch company on? I'm with JB Hunt. No, I'm not. I'm with Variants. My average weekly miles are... Weekly mile average for June was... Is this mine? Oh no, that's my squad. Okay, so I go home every 2 weeks. I took how many 34-hour resets this month? June. I took 1, 2, 3 34-hour resets, and then I was off for like 4 days in Atlanta. We paid 56 cents per, or 50. Hold on, I'll get that information for you. I don't even know how much people with 2 years of plus experience have. If you have 12 plus months experience, you get paid 56 cents per mile. And if you have 24 plus months experience, you get paid 60 cents per mile. And if you're part of the ambassador program, you get paid anywhere between 1 to 2 cents per mile for every mile your driver drives. So right now, I'm currently at 66 cents per mile. I can't even think straight. I have 4. I have 3. Yeah, 66 cents per mile. And so I took 3 34-hour resets. I was off for 4 days in Atlanta. And my miles for this month, June 7th. Wait, no, June 21st. Wait, June 7th to June 13th, I did 1442. Because I was in Atlanta. Let's go to May. Now in May, oh, they're here to cut the tire. I think that's them. Yeah, that's them. They brought the big guns out. Now in May, I went home for 6 days. Then I turned around and had to go home for 4 more days. And I took 4 34-hour resets. So, May 3rd through May 9th, I did 2,000 miles. 2,095 miles. So US Express doesn't make that. May 10th through May 16th, I did 1715. May 17th through May 23rd, I did 0 because of all the shit that went down that week. May 24th to May 30th, I did 1348. And May 31st to June 6th, I did 2343. That was a terrible month. May was a terrible month for me. April, I did 3144, 2370, 2615, and 1609. March, I did 1125, 2404, 2841, and 1912. February, when I started here, I did 1578, 3026, and 2776. My weekly average for February was 3424. My weekly average for March was 2472. My weekly average for April was 2958. My weekly average for May was 2235. My weekly average for June is 1442, but that's from June 7th to June 13th, so we're not done with the June stuff. And my checks were ranging between 14 and, let's just see. I can tell you better than I can show you. Better than I can just guesstimate. I can tell you what it is. Settlement sheets. Okay. 6 weeks ago, that was pay date on May 14th. May 14th, my check was $12.15 before deductions. How many miles did I do? I did 2,095 miles that month, that week. My check was $12.15 before deductions, after deductions, and my deductions are pet deposit, pet charge per week, per diem deductions, which you get that back. I took home $11.08. That was probably the lowest check that I ever had. So that was May 14th. Then we have May 21st. That was a terrible week because that, I think I was at home. No, did I go home that week? I think I went home. That was half of my home time for 6 days. Because I went home from May 18th to May 23rd, May 24th, and I came back home again on like May 26th until like May 28th or something for that emergency. So this is half of the home time. My total pay before deductions was $9.94. I knew that was gonna happen. So yeah, that was a bad week. Then 4 weeks. Oh shit, I forgot to do the thing. I'm only on hold because I want y'all to hear what they're gonna say. I can get a faster response sending a message, but I want you to hear what they're gonna say. Since y'all swear up and down, this is U.S. Express. Okay, the paycheck on May 28th, I didn't get one. I got paid for the bonus. I got detention. I get paid because I'm a mentor. I got my referral bonus. My drivers, all of their miles. My per diem layover, which is what they give us extra if we need more money than what U.S. Express pays. Or not U.S. Express, but the customer. That paycheck was, and I drove no miles this week. That paycheck was $23.31 before taxes, $18.51 after taxes, and all that shit. And then let's see, 3 weeks. So it should be getting better because now I'm running again, but I am going home every 2 weeks. This was on June 4th, so that was my home time plus all the crazy shit that happened with my daughter. So I only ran, how many miles? 1348 that week, and the total pay before deductions was $781. The pet deposit, pet weekly charge came out of there. So I got $976.25 after taxes, and then it's getting better. It sounds bad, but it's getting better. 2 weeks ago, ooh, he sure is cutting that mud. So 2 weeks ago, my paycheck was $14.63 before taxes, $14.28 after taxes. If y'all don't believe me, I don't know how I can show you all of it, but right? And that's the pay date, 6/11/21. That was my take home. Electronic deposit, $14.28.15. And that is not including any type of bonuses that I got. That's 2 weeks ago. And then last week, I'm so sleepy. Ooh, last week's check was kind of bad. $836.36 before taxes. I only had one load, and I was coming from home time going to Florida. Then we had all the stuff in Atlanta. So after taxes and deductions, it was $887.98. And then this week, which is today, my pay before deductions was $951.20, plus my referral bonuses from, and this is the first check after Atlanta. I only took 3 short loads coming home for home time. So after the deductions and the bonuses, my pay was $28.40 gross and $26.65 after taxes. So next week, probably not gonna be, because the pay period just ended on Tuesday, and I've been on this load, and I'm going through this, and I'm going home on home time. So next week's check, I'm getting a bonus because I got a driver that week. The next check after that should be good because I'm not going home until the end of July. And I am going to hang up because I don't want to hold no more, and they're here already, so I'm just going to read y'all the messages. I ran USPS now. Oh, that's good for you, LJ. I'm an ambassador at Variant, so my money is uncapped. Every referral that I bring in, I make money off of them, and every referral that they bring in, they make money. I make money off of them too. What's up, R? That's true, Trucker Justin. That's pocket change to you? Okay, well. There's drivers making about There's a driver right now making six figures right now. Well, he's on track to make six figures this year. And that's his miles plus his recruits. So his money, the money here, driving here, I've been driving for 3 years. The money here is uncapped. Like, whatever y'all make, any company, any trucking company, whatever y'all make is what y'all make, right? But every driver that I recruit and bring under my fleet, if they're driving under my fleet, I make 1 to 2 cents per mile for every mile that they drive. So I just gave myself a raise of 4 cents in the past week because I brought in 2 people and they have more than 2 years experience. I don't care what they, that's part of helping, that's part of recruiting. That's part of me being open and transparent, and that's how I'm getting drivers to sign on. Because they want to see, is it truly 60 cents per mile? Is it truly 62, 64, 60 cents per mile? Or are they saying it's up to that amount? No, it's truly that amount. And here's the checks to prove it. So, like, I don't mind telling people that. But like I said, my money is not capped. Y'all money is capped. So yeah, you're telling me you run this many miles and you're home at this time, and I chose to come back over the road. I want to drive over the road. I like being over the road. And it's not really over the road because I go home every 2 weeks. I stay close to home. I don't want to buy my own truck. I want to be a lawyer. Don't want to do my own truck. That's a waste of time for me. I like being over the road. I like recruiting drivers. I like having drivers under my fleet. I like getting paid $300 a day to go to Atlanta to chill with the president of the company. I like, and they didn't even put that one in there. Oh, I'm supposed to send a message. I'm tripping. Y'all got me on. Hold on. All right. Hello. I have 2 hours and 51 minutes left on my clock. I'm 1 minute away from international paper. I've been with Breakdown for over 4 hours. And I'm not going to have time to deliver this load and get to a safe haven. Period. Breakdown is telling me... Safety is telling me that I cannot deliver this load because I have less than 2 hours on my clock. And he told me to shut down and deliver the load tomorrow and find a safe haven. Period. There is nowhere to park here in Dallas, number 1. Number 2, I'm supposed to be starting home time tomorrow and I expect to be at home tomorrow. And number 3, the terminal is only 12 minutes away from here. I need to be at home tomorrow morning. At the latest, 10 a.m. How do you advise? Question mark. I didn't read it before I sent it, so hopefully there's no typos. Hello, I have 2 hours and 51 minutes left on my clock. I'm 1 minute away from international paper. I've been with Breakdown for 4 hours. I'm not going to have time to deliver this load and get home, get to a safe haven. Safety is telling me that I cannot deliver this load because I've less than 2 hours on my clock, and he told me to shut down and deliver the load tomorrow and find a safe haven. There's nowhere to park here in Dallas. Number 1. Number 2, I'm supposed to be starting home time tomorrow, and I expect to be home tomorrow. And number 3, the terminal is only 12 minutes away from here. I need to be at home tomorrow morning, at least 10 a.m. How do you advise? We'll go see what they say. What happens when you quit or your drivers will? My drivers they'll stay on with Variant. I just won't be getting paid from them. On a good week, what do I take home? Is that including bonuses? I get paid probably about 20, probably about 2,000, because consistently I make about 3,000 miles if I really just did what I was supposed to do and not go home every 2 weeks. Because if I'm going home every 2 weeks, then I'm only staying like kind of like regionally. If I like really do OTR, I can make about 3,000 and 3,500 miles. That could be between what, 1,800. Let's do the math. So I'm at 0.60 cents per mile times 3,500 miles, $2,100. If I did 3,000 miles, which is normally what I would do, that's $1,800. I get $125 per week for me being a mentor. So that's $1,925 if I run only 3,000 miles. That's how much my check. I think there's more stuff on there. I didn't look. Let me see. I get more weekly incentives, I guess you should say. So I get $125 for being a mentor. And then that's not including my miles that my drivers make. So just my miles alone and the $125 for being a mentor, that's $1,925 if I run 3,000 miles. If I run what they promised that we'll run, which is they promise we'll get 2,500 miles a week, that's 1,400. Oh, clear that out. Hold on. That's $1,500 plus the $125, $1,625 a week consistently, no matter what. I'm delivering an international paper out here in Carrollton. He's putting the tire on right now. You get paid $600 for every driver you bring in after a month of them driving. You average $2,100 a week at home, whatever I want. I get paid $2,000 for every driver that I bring in, plus 1 to 2 cents per mile for every mile that they drive, plus point something cent per mile for every mile that their driver brings in, all the way to 8 drivers. So if I get a driver, so driver number 1 is my recruit, their driver, their driver's 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 driver, and their driver's driver. It goes down 8 levels. I make money on all 8 of them. So $2,000 for every driver I bring in after they deliver their first load, not after a month. They come in on Monday, they get their truck on Wednesday or Thursday, they deliver their first load by Tuesday. That Friday, I get the $2,000. All those miles that they drove, I get those miles, 1 to 2 cents per mile, depending on their experience. And that happens for 2 years. I think they're doing away with the 2-year mark. I think it's just going to be as long as they're driving for variant. And I get cents per mile for every mile that their drivers that they recruit bring in. Currently, right now, I have 2 ambassadors, 2 drivers of mine that are ambassadors, and they have 1 person that they signed on. So they're in, I guess, setting up orientation or whatever the case may be. And I'll be getting money off of, I don't like to say getting money, but I'll make cents per mile from whatever miles that they drive. And yeah. No, they don't have dedicated yet. They're all strictly just solo OTR right now. That's it. They're offering me, well, I talked to them about how I wanted like to be home more, or at least close to it, but I want to make the same amount of money that I'm making now, but not driving trucks. I think they're going to open a variant service center operations in Irving. I think they're going to turn the Irving terminal into a variant terminal. And it sounds like a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, I can't do no Ponzi schemes. That's not something that I can sign on to, being a single mom. I'm not trying to lose out on anything. Them shits are not stable. Have you ran west? They were very anal on east side 25. People go west too. We do run west. I've been west a couple of times. It depends on your home time. See, since we run on an optimizer, if you put your home time in, the optimize, and it depends on how long from now until then. Like for example, I'm coming off home time in Texas, and if I say in Houston, if I say I want to go back on home time in 2 weeks to Houston, the optimizer is going to keep me around an area where I'm going to get home on time in 2 weeks. Now, when I come back off of home time, I'm going to put my home time for 4 weeks out. So that means I might go west, I might go north, I might go east, I might stay. It's going to have me all over the place. But it's going to give me the best way to get more than 2,500 miles because my home time is spread out. So it gives the optimizer more choices to send me places. If I have it only at 2 weeks at a time, then the optimizer won't give me choices. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this load to the terminal. I'm going to the terminal. I'm dropping the trailer off. And I'm about turning home in the morning. Watch. I can't wait till they hire these new people, man. When I first started, it wasn't hard to get in contact with nobody overnight. But since people got promoted and switched departments and they're expanding and they have to hire new people, they're not just hiring anybody. They want to hire the best of the best. You got to be a certain type of person to work for Variant because we don't want nobody treating our drivers like shit. So they're going through extensive customer service training, extensive training on what truck drivers do and how they operate and how it works. So when you call in, you're going to hear the compassion and the sweetness, and they actually care. That's one thing I love about this country. I'm so sleepy. It's been a long day. Been a long day. I think I have a recruit in Irving in orientation, but tomorrow's Saturday, so they won't even be here. Even if I wanted to deliver right now, they close. So I'm gonna be able to. He's done with the tire. Now I gotta get out of this parking lot. They have a school. I don't want to do anything else than what I'm doing right now. I like where I'm at. I like this company. I like the drivers. I like having people under my fleet. I like the environment. I like the growth. They gave us 3-4 raises since I've been here. And that I got in here in February. Why don't you leave Variant, Justin? All right, Zay, we about to go. Ooh.
Put your finger on there and just son. All right, you good to go?
Thank you.
You want me to watch you just in case?
Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I will do a video short. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Justin. I have to do. I'll do a video short on
Mine
what
is
they
just-
say,
Mine's just big.
or you'll just probably see me coming home. But either way it go, you're gonna get updated on what variant says. I'm gonna prove to you what they say. Oh, now you call. Oh,
I'm cold.
yeah.
I'm cold.
Let me see how I be feeling.
I'm cold.
Shit.
Hell.
I gotta go though. I'm not about to drive and do all of this,
So
I need
ladies
y'all to move
tongue
this
is
out the
longer
way.
than mine.
so I can see.
See, mine is just.
Zay, you hear me? You gotta move that out the way so I can see everything else. And I'll talk to y'all later, y'all. I'll catch up with y'all in a minute. All right, bye.